My name is Prosper Dana Fechi, and I'm a life coach for the young people. What I normally do is to support and encourage young people in their personal growth, professional, and spiritual development. I do this by helping them to identify and achieve their goals. Usually, I don't focus on giving advice, so I normally help young people to find answers for themselves. So, are there questions bothering you right now as we speak? Are you finding it difficult to prioritize your growth? And are there problems in particular areas of your life which you feel need attention? Call your life coach now, and by the grace of God, I will help you find answers to these questions. Thank you. To all my coaches and mentees, I want to specially welcome you to the month of March. It's been a great journey, and I'm so happy having you in my life. I want to congratulate you for all our steps we've taken so far, and I can't wait to see you in this particular month. We have a lot in stock. There's so much we are going to discuss. Remember, this is a life journey, and working together with you has been wonderful. We have a lot to come together to think on. I am going to be there always as a dependable partner you can think of. I'm going to be around serving as an accountability friend, making sure that we find solutions to every problems that comes our way together. Please remember to plan for this month. Remember to put down on paper your weekly, monthly, and daily routines. They are very important. And I tell you, our action plans are going to help us get to wherever we want to get to. So make sure you develop an action plans that can help you achieve most of your goals. Don't forget to always be in touch. And remember, distance creates error. So don't allow any distance between us. Take care of yourself and see you soon. Bye-bye. There is a popular statement which I don't subscribe to, but it's a statement that you all know about. It says, if you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book. I don't believe in that, but it's a statement that is haunting us so much. And I hope that statement is not true in your life. For us at Forget, we have decided to be reading one book in a month. And so far, so good. In January, we read The Purpose-Driven Life. In February, we read Good Health, Good Life. And this month, March, we are going to read this very book, As a Man Thinketh. To tell you the fact, this is a book that I personally believe we have to study, not only read, we have to study it. Because I tell you, this book is going to help change some things in your life and help shape your perspective. Personally, I used to believe that our system favors the people who do the bad things and punish those who do the right thing. This was a perception I used to have. But after reading this book, I've come to realize that that is not true. The people you think bad or maybe doing the bad thing actually might have issues or values that the so-called good ones do not possess. As a religious person, in our church settings, you hear sometimes people say the bad girls are rather getting the men, they are rather getting married. And the good ones and the holy ones are not getting the good men and they are not getting married. The truth is that this book has made me that statement may not be correct, because the so-called bad girls might have key values. They might have certain virtues that is working for them. Virtues such as decisiveness, effectiveness, and persistence. Meanwhile, the so-called good and holy ones might not have these values, which might be working against them. Join me in the month of March and let's embark on this journey of reading one book in a month. And let's study As a Man Thinketh for the month of March. My name is Prosper Dana Fechi. I am a life coach for the young people, and this is a book reading project which we have in the foundation thinkers. And I invite you to join us as we read. Send me a WhatsApp on 024 and let's begin the reading project. Thank you. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, good evening. Guys, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, it's 5 o'clock. And I don't know. I believe you can hear me. Please, if you can hear me, let me know. All right, great. Thank you so much for coming. And we are not going to waste time at all. Let me inform you that we are live on YouTube. We are also live on Facebook, so you can join. If your network on the Zoom is disturbing you, except that if you are on that platform, you cannot interact with us. So I pray that you have a good network so that you can be with us throughout the discussion. It's going to be a very wonderful discussion this afternoon. And let me also inform you that we shall be recording the session. So please take note of that. So yes, we are starting. It's 5 o'clock and we can't keep waiting. So just putting some things together technically and then we can start. Thank you very much. Bridget, how are you?
Please, I'm fine.
Great. William, where are the rest?
William. Okay.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll be starting very soon. And I just want to fix our link on the Facebook page. Okay, so I think we can start now. I don't know. Bridges, where is Emma? Okay, so one person should pray for us so that we can start. Yes, please. Who is praying for us? I want us to start. William, please pray for us.
Father Lord, we thank you for such a opportunity. We pray that as we are about to start this meeting, we pray that
But
we
it's
start
a
praying that we
statement
start
that you all know about. It says, if you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book. I don't believe in that, but it's a statement that is haunting us so much. And I hope that statement is not true in your life. For us at Forgets, we have decided to be read one book in a month. And so far, so good. We read A Purpose Driven Life. Hello, William. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Think we can go on. I don't know the challenge, but I think I'm having multiple feedback. Okay. The issue is from the Facebook. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's go on. Okay. So today we are talking about platonic relationship, and just sharing my screen with you quickly so that we can take it from there. All right. Okay. So understanding platonic relationships, and I want to especially welcome you, those of us joining us on YouTube and any other social media platform. Thank you for being here. Today we just want to have a discussion. As you already know, our month for February is normally our health and relationship talks, and this year we were not able to have youth vow, but since it's our end of month meeting, I want us to take the opportunity to talk about a very important topic, and which has to do with platonic relationship. Now, I have a question that I'm going to start the presentation with, and I don't know. I just want to uh, find out from all of us before we actually look at or try to understand the word platonic relationship. Do you believe, and here's the question, do you believe that a man and a woman can be best friends without um they can be best friends without any romantic involvement in today's world? Do you have that belief that in our generation today, a man and a woman, a boy and a girl can be best friends without any romantic involvement? And the underlying word here is romantic uh, involvement. One, two, best friends. I need your contribution. Do you think that that is possible in our generation today? Please just unmute your mic and then give me an answer. Yes, please. Who is sharing with us? Yes, I want us to have a very interactive conversation. Please, who is sharing with us? Precious. William, do you believe that in our generation today, a boy and a girl, a man and a woman, they can be best friends without any romantic involvement? Do you believe that?
Yeah, it's possible.
Is it possible?
Yeah, it is
The word
possible.
is best friends.
Best friends, yeah.
Who is a best friend?
Somebody you can share everything with, someone who understands you and a person. Yeah.
Somebody you can do what?
Share your secrets, everything with
Okay. And you believe you
someone
can
who
do that? You can do that with
understands
a girl, an opposite sex.
you.
William, did you say yes?
Yes, I said yes.
Okay. Prince, do you share the same opinion? Prince, are you here? Bridget, do you believe that you can have your bestie being a male?
Yeah,
The underlying
I
word here is
believe.
best friend. Best friend. That is the underlying word.
Yeah, my best friend can be a male.
Okay. You believe that. Who is a best friend?
I feel someone you can share your whatever you are going through with. Yes. In your
Okay.
personal stuff that you want to
Personal
talk about.
stuff.
Yes.
Okay. A friend that is closer than a brother, right? And
Yes,
you
yes.
believe that can be a issue. That can be a male.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joseph, do you agree with her?
Yes, I agree with what she's saying.
Okay. You believe your bestie can be a male, right? A female.
Yes,
I
yes,
mean, a person of opposite sex. And you
yes,
can do
yes,
everything together and there's no problem without
yes,
any
mm,
romantic involvement.
yes.
You sure about that?
But I think, yeah, I think mostly it's about the mindset.
Okay.
Mindset. When
Okay.
you choose not to involve any romantic relations in your friendship, you wouldn't have such problems.
Okay. All right. And we will talk more about that. But I see Victoria, can you share with us? Do you agree with what others are saying? That your
Um,
best friend, your bestie, will be a male.
Personally, I do not agree. I wouldn't want my best friend to be a male. I would rather go for same sex. Yeah, not a male as a best friend.
Okay. Please, can you share with us your reasons?
Okay, though the mindset is there, it does not matter. But for me, this kind of jealous type. If and I understanding best friend well, I
Okay.
would feel jealous in a way when my best friend is with his girlfriend or something. Though the
Okay.
mindset is there, I don't have any sexual this thing, any romantic this thing attached, but the jealousy is
Yeah.
going to be there because attention is going to be divided, though we are best
Okay.
friends. So I wouldn't go in for a male friend to be my bestie.
That is wonderful. Thank you so much. And let me clap for you for that. I think you've summarized my presentation, and I want to continue with right. Just want to take it from there quickly. Uh, what is, in your understanding, What is romantic? What is platonic relationship, please? Sorry, forgive me. What is platonic relationship? I think let me take some 2 or 3 thoughts before I continue. Yes, can anyone help us? Yes, just unmute and go ahead, please. We are online, so we have to just be fast. When we talk about platonic relationship, what is your understanding, please? Precious, do you want to help us?
Can I answer?
Okay. Yes, please go ahead. Go ahead. Please go ahead. Yeah, Victoria, I think you are speaking. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I said platonic relationship do not have any sexual feelings attached to it.
That is perfect. That is perfect. Any other thoughts, please? Prince, can you help us? William.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please. Your understanding of platonic relationship.
It's like any relationship without any romantic uh,
Relationship without what?
romantic.
Okay. Okay. That is fine. So when we talk about platonic relationship, we are looking at a deep non-romantic connection based on intellectual and emotional compatibility. We are talking about a very close and deep relationship or connection we have with others without any romantic involvement or engagement. And that is what we want to discuss today. And the reason why we want to do this is because in our part of the world, it's difficult um, to freely move with people without them thinking differently about your motives of getting closer to them or working with them. I witnessed a situation before. We were a group of friends, and there's this guy who was so good to a lady among us, very good, buying things for her. We all think that we're just friends, and for that matter, everything was okay. And then this lady came to us one day with an invitation that she's getting married. And this guy got so angry, and he was like, why is she going to get married, and that's what does she take him for, and for all this work, all the expenses on her, doesn't she know that it's because he's interested in her, that is why all that. So at the end of the day, to settle the whole matter, the girl would have to pay the guy back of all the expenses that was made on her before she can go ahead with her marriage. So, in fact, uh, it's very complicated, and relationship is one topic that doesn't have theory because human beings are different. And because human beings are different, it's difficult to say what work for A can work for B. So it's very important we take some time to discuss some of these um, topics to know how to go about things as we move on in life. So let's look at some characteristics of platonic relationship. Um, First of all, we said it is a relationship, that's a connection that has nothing to do with romantic involvement or romance. But within every platonic relationship, you will find emotional intimacy that has to do with shared thoughts, feelings, and values. You might be close, very close to people to express your experience, how you feel, your belief systems, and that in a way has some level of emotional attachment or intimacy. But it has nothing to do with romantic or sexual involvement. And this is one characteristic that exist in platonic relationship. The next one is mutual respect. There should be appreciation of each other's individuality. We are all different, and the fact that we are friends and we have that kind of relationship as friendship relationship, there should be that respect. And platonic relationship offer this level of what? Respect. If you are having a friend, a group of people, or you are in relationship that is platonic, that kind of mutual respect exists. The next one is all platonic relationship has nothing to do with romance. So it is non-romantic. No sexual involvement in all platonic relationships. So any relationship that have issues with romance, that has issue with sexual involvement, we cannot term such relationship as a platonic relationship. And for us as young people, at this level, the relationship that I will recommend, I think that we have to get ourselves involved as we grow, should be the platonic one. And we are going to discuss more about that. So it is non-sexual, non-romantic. The last characteristics, though there are more that I would like to talk about, is every platonic relationship is long-lasting. Platonic relationships often stand the test of time. And because we don't have any different motive of coming together or being together as friends, it's a stand test of time. You can have a friend, an SS mate, and you are still friends from generations to generations. Now, it's important for me to clarify that we will be basing our discussion more on the opposite sex, being friend or being in a relationship with the opposite sex, because that is where normally the problem lies. So yes, there are types of platonic relationship, and we'll quickly look at it. The first one I would like to talk about is friendship. It is the most common connection you can find. Yes, he's my friend, she's my friend. And it is the number one platonic relationship you can find. You are in relationship with a person, it's just a friend, nothing more, nothing less. The other one you can find is mentorship. You may have a relationship with somebody, and the person is your mentor or your mentee. A mentor guiding and supporting a mentee is a relationship. Now, you need to understand that everybody in life connects with people based on a relationship. It is either you are friend, you are siblings, you are mentor, is a teacher. So there is a level of relationship you have with people. You cannot exist without relationship. But it is very important for us to differentiate or be clear on the kind of relationship you are having with someone when you are with a person. So yes, mentor-mentee relationship is platonic or have to be platonic. It is not a relationship that has anything to do with what? Romance. So when you are in a mentor-mentee relationship, and then the other partner start doing things that speaks otherwise, you have to what? You have to be you have to know that something is wrong. For me, I have a relationship with all of you. Most of you, I have a relationship with you. What we do or who we are to each other is clear. Whatever relationship I have with you is about teaching and learning, nothing more, nothing less. So when you find me trying to make certain advances, make certain comments, you notice that there's something wrong with this kind of relationship. There is no way I will say certain things to you, and there is no way you should expect certain comments from me, because our relationship is mentor-mentee, and that definition, that clarity have to be exist for both of us. We also have siblings where you are bound with people. It has nothing to do with romance, but just because you are brothers, your sisters, your stepbrothers, your family members. So that relationship is also devoid of what? Sexual involvement. Another one is colleagues. Yes, your teachers, your classmates, your roommates, that kind of professional relationship that must be based on mutual respect. We are all here to learn, and that is it. Nothing more, nothing less. We are friends, and our actions and attitude has nothing to do with romance and romantic involvement. Now, these are few types of platonic relationship you can find. You can connect with people on other levels and other platforms, but we expect that this kind of relationships should be what? Platonic. And as a young person, it's very important that when you are connecting with people, you should be on the level where you can say your relationship with the person is a platonic one, and nothing but a platonic relationship. Now, how do we nurture this kind of relationship? Please, we are online, so if I'm moving fast, please forgive me. Also, if you have any question, please just write it down, and then you can send your question. If you're on YouTube, don't worry, just forward your question and we will deal with it. So how do we nurture platonic relationship? First of all, communication is very important. Yes, you are into a relationship with someone. There is a level of connection with the person. Do you have that kind of honesty? Are you honest when it comes to dealing with a person? You have to talk open and be honest whenever you have some level of activity, feeling that does not go with the kind of relationship we are with the people. For example, maybe you are in an office, let's say this forget office, and then anytime you stay in the office with one particular lady, your feelings or you have a different motive. There's a way you feel. You should be honest. If you really have, you know that the relationship between you and the person is the platonic one, be honest to tell the person that, look, I think anytime we are together alone, I have this feeling that I don't feel comfortable. There should be that communication about what is going well, what is not going well within the relationship. That is how you can nurture and make sure your relationship is within the level of what? Platonic. It's not drifting from being platonic to another thing. You don't assume, you have to communicate. You have to open up and be honest about whatever you are feeling or going through in a platonic relationship. That's how you can nurture it. That's how you can make it work. Number two, boundaries. You need to clarify uh, and respect people's boundaries. It is very, very important to maintain a healthy boundaries when you are in platonic relationship or when you are with your friends. Once you are in a relationship that is not a dating, is not a romantic relationship, all relationship must come with boundaries, whether it's a teacher, whether it's a mentor mentee, whether it's just friend, whether you are roommates, whatever the person is, whoever the person is in your life, there should be that clarity of your boundaries. You know, these are things you cannot do. Be my friend or we working together. There is no way you should go beyond some of these boundaries. And if the person is actually a friend, also understand this kind of relationship, the person will also know that there is no need, or the person will also come to realize that he or she have to respect your personal boundaries. So, for example, as a mentee, uh, as a mentor who coach and mentor people, I have a principle. I have boundaries. I don't hold hands with my mentees. I don't put my hands on their shoulders. I don't hold their waist. I don't embrace them. These are personal boundaries that I have. It will be difficult for you to see me embracing, or even when we are happy, when we are celebrating. You should have boundaries. There are comments you will never find me uh, have or give. Yeah, someone's Wendy, please, can you mute your mic? Emma, can you mute your mic, please? Yes, thank you very much. All right, so those boundaries would have to be what? Identified. It's very, very important, because without boundaries, there's no way a platonic relationship can work. So you have to maintain a healthy boundaries. The next one have to do with virtue. Be careful what you say to each other. Like I said, there are comments you will never hear me make. If the relationship is platonic, you have to be careful what you use, what kind of words you use. You don't try to fuel and muddy the waters by making certain statements that suggest other things. Oh, you look beautiful like my future wife. I wish I'll marry a woman like you. Uh, all kind of things. When I'm with you, I feel comfortable. I mean, you are the only person when I stay with, then everything seems to be moving. You don't keep saying things that will muddy the waters, because the kind of relationship we are in is just a platonic. And when you keep making statements that drift the relationship, it become very, very dangerous. Now, celebrating achievement is another thing you can use to nurture platonic relation. Let the person see you genuinely love him or her. I mean, the person is succeeding, support him or her. I mean, do all you can, genuinely support him, cheer him up, let him go higher. Let him understand that you are all for her success and or his success. Genuinely, not because you are interested in him or her, not because you are expecting him to do anything for you, but you genuinely just want to make sure that this person, you are celebrating the achievement of the person. Some of these things can help nurture a platonic relationship, and it is very, very important. Let's quickly look at some of the benefits we can have. Emotional support, a reliable source of understanding and empathy. It is very, very important. I can tell you that, look, it is easier to get some level of support from opposite sex than your own sex. That is a fact. It does happen to all of us. You will see that people are of the opposite sex are willing to. You may get some level of. You just want to talk to somebody who understands you. You want to be with uh, someone, but purely not because you are interested in the person or you want to have any kind of romance or sexual involvement, but you just, and sometimes platonic relationship offers that. You can get that. And then personal growth, opportunities for self-discovery and improvement. I personally say this, that I am a guy between two ladies, and it has helped me. My elder sister is a lady. The one following me is also a lady. It's made me understand women, and it's also made me to know how to dwell with them a lot. So personal growth, you can know how to handle things and go about things as well. Reduces pressure, freedom from romantic expectation. Yes, you have a friend who is a female, who is a guy, and yet there is no pressure as to pleasing him in one way or the other. There is no expectation of romantic actions or activities, because I mean, we are just friends, and that is it. Social connection, companionship without the complexities of romance. That is to say that you are with the person, you are connected with the person, that there is nothing that has to do with sexual involvement. I mean, there is no complexity. It's not complex, because it's a friendship and there is nothing beyond that. Now, it is very, very important for us to know that there are challenges that we always have when you are in platonic relationship, especially in our part of the world. Uh, it is very, very important that we assess some of the challenges and see how to deal with it. The first one is misunderstanding. Balancing closeness without romantic expectation is one of the challenge you have. You are close to someone who you claim is a friend, and sometimes for you to have benefit or to derive and make the friendship work, there's a level of closeness, there are activities, there are things you might be doing. But the danger is that sometimes your actions, your activities may be may miscommunicate, or the other partner may take it differently. So where you are not, um, your your closeness is not misunderstood as or does not lead to romantic expectations. It's very, very, it's one of the challenges you may find in platonic relationship. You are close to a friend, and it's not because you love him or her. It's not because you want to get involved into any romantic activity with the person. You give a gift, you buy things for him or her, not because of anything more. But it's easy for people to understand to misunderstand your closeness and take it to be something else. It also depends on how you go about it. The next one is social influence, societal norm impacting perceptions. It's very, very important. As students, it happens a lot. Maybe we are just friends. I decided to come to Kumasi, and then whilst I'm in Kumasi, I decided to visit you because you are in school, KNUST. And then when I get there, oh, I'm in my hostel, and I got to your hostel. We talk, and then whilst you leave or you move, and then suggestions from friends. Hey, Charlie, you catch him, and all kind of things. It's different. It's easier for people to put some kind of mindset into you, and they give you perceptions because you are in a platonic relationship. But you should know what you are about and what you are into. Changing dynamics, adjusting to life changes without romantic implications. It is very, very important. As we grow, we change in futures, we change in attitude, and things change. It's very important for us to maintain our boundaries whilst in platonic relationships so that transition does not become very, very complicated. And jealousy is another one. Addressing potential feelings of jealousy in other relationships is very important. When you are in relationship with people and you get to a point, and why are you talking to him? Why are you so close to him? And they are trying to ask you questions, question your actions, question the things you do. And it looks like you should live a life to please him or her. That is not a platonic relationship. But it do happen. You see young people saying we are just friends, and that friend is demanding so much from you, and it's become as if you owe him or her. No, if we are just friends and I'm talking to someone, I'm getting close to another person, why should you have a problem with it? And I think Victoria make mention of it, and that is one of the reasons she thinks that her best friend cannot be an opposite sex. It is true, and it is very, very important. Jealousy, it's one of the challenge you may have in a platonic relationship where uh, things change and people start getting jealous. And you have gone to school, you are meeting new friends, so you don't mind me again, you don't pick my call again, you are becoming this, you are becoming that, and the person is trying to emotionally blackmail you and put you in a corner. That cannot be a platonic relationship. This guy or this lady is moving from a platonic relationship and is talking about something else. You cannot be in platonic relationship with someone and then the person will be talking like that. Once you see some of those signals, you should know that something is wrong, and quickly you have to do something about it. Okay, so platonic relationship, uh, yes, so we've spoken about this. The next one is platonic relationship versus romantic relationship. Yes, so we have emotional focus. When it comes to platonic relationship, the focus, emotional focus has to do with intellectual and emotional. I always refer to my wife. When my wife was my friend, uh, when my wife was not my girlfriend, let me put it that way. When my wife was not my girlfriend, our relationship has always been intellectual and emotional. Anytime we meet, we are talking about issues that has to do with, you know, I was a president to an organization. She was a vice. We talk a lot. We meet a lot, but it's all based on intellectual discussions. You have friends. You are in school. You need colleagues that can help you improve your academic record, become a better person in life. Not someone who will emotionally blackmail you and get you into the state of thinking of living a romantic life. So once you have this emotional focus, if it is platonic, then the focus must be on intellectual. The relationship must be about personal improvement. It must be about we becoming better version of ourselves. But if it is romantic, then the focus shifts from being intellectual to physical and emotional. And that is what most people have to do. A lot of young people see things happening, but they pretend they don't know. So I see people say, "Oh, but he didn't tell me that he loves me. So me, if he bring the money, I will chop." Yes, you keep chopping until something else choke you. It's important. When you see the signs, you see the signal, you see that this is not a friendship, it's not a relationship that is purely friendship. It have drifted and something else is wrong. Once the focus has shifted, you have to understand. Expectations, when it comes to expectations, platonic relationship dwell purely on friendship and support. We are friends and nothing more, nothing less. But for romantic relationship, you will see things like love and commitment. And let me add, extra commitment. When you are in a friendship or a kind of relationship with people who are now demanding for love, they are demanding for some level of commitment. That friendship or that relationship can never be termed as a platonic one. And you have to what? You have to take notice of some of those happenings where the person is demanding some level of commitment from you, and statements and things that has to do with love and all that. It is very, very important for you to know that, look, this is not what I budgeted for. This is not what I bargained. It is so, so important. Boundaries is also uh, what uh, the next thing we'll look at. Platonic relationship has a clear boundaries. But you see, when it comes to romantic one, the boundaries are not clear. Let me tell you, for me, I believe that what can make relationship work is when they have clear boundaries, whether it is mentor-mentee, whether it's just friendship, whether it's a teacher-student, there should be clear-cut boundaries. What boundaries do you have working or moving with people? In our part of the world, even there are people you are moving with, you don't know the kind of relationship we have with them. For me, I think friendship should be proposed. You should be clear whether somebody is your friend or not. Most of us are working with people, we assume they are our friends, but they are actually not our friends. You are working with people, we assume that you are in relationship with them, but there is nothing like that, because there is no clear-cut information as to this is it. Okay, I am your friend. I want to be your friend. I remember at some level of my life, there were people I actually proposed them to be my friend. I actually requested them that, Charlie, I want to be your friend. Can you be my friend? It is something you can propose. And then by that, you are able to clarify and set boundaries in this relationship. This and this is what I am looking for in this friendship. This and this is what I really want, and I want us to get together for. Where there are no clear boundaries, anything is able is it can happen. And you can see that in romantic relationship, most of the time the boundaries are not clear. Sometimes you tell them, don't touch hands, don't hold hands, no petting, no this, no that. But in romantic relationship, you don't have these clear boundaries. In platonic relationship, I can tell you that you can't call me after 9 o'clock, you know. But you see, people can talk to opposite sex late into the night. They will tell you there's nothing wrong. But you see, if you're in a relationship without boundaries, that it leads to something else, and the implication is huge. So you see, I have defined relationship with people. I know this person is my mentee. I know this person, I am coaching him or her. There are things you cannot do, and there are things you cannot say. And there are places, or you can there should be boundaries. You can't come into my car. I always do it to the ladies. You come into my car, we are traveling somewhere, you come into my car, and then you are coming to sit in the front. As a lady, I'll tell you, you go back. These are personal boundaries that I have, whether we are many and the space is so, and the guys, there are guys, come to the front, let the ladies go to the back. It is a personal boundaries that I have adopted. I don't touch, I don't hold hands, I don't put hand on shoulders, I don't do certain things. So you see, these boundaries must be clearly stated. This is what I believe in, and sometimes it has to be discussed. This and this and this is what is not permitted in this our work together, because you are dealing with an opposite sex and anything can happen. This is what I have for us today. I believe you have learned a lot. Um, you have 15 minutes to the time, and I want to dedicate that for us to for me to take your questions, and if you have any issue, we can deal with it quickly. Yes. All right. Somebody says the volume is low. I don't know. Okay. I think that may be the early stages. All right. Please, do you have any question, contribution, anything that you can say? Yes, please. Just unmute your mic and then you can ask your question, please. I'm listening to you, please.
So I want to ask,
Okay.
if the boundaries are made known in a platonic relationship, and then still the person is overstepping the boundary, how do you go about it?
Okay, so we spoke about communication, how to nurture a platonic relationship. So when you have a well-defined boundaries and you find one person going beyond the boundaries, you have to communicate clearly to the person that, look, you are overstepping your bounds and these things you are doing is not acceptable. It's not going to foster our relationship. It's not going to make it work or last. And there's a need to take a look at it. You see, I always say that friendship is not by force. And sometimes you have to be clear on the kind of people you call friends. If someone is a friend, the person will respect your personal boundaries. There will be that mutual respect between you and the person. You cannot have a friend who doesn't respect your decisions and doesn't respect your space and doesn't give you that mutual respect. That's if you are in such a relationship, you have to take a look at it. You understand? So if the person is really a friend and he need you also as a friend, then you have to communicate and let the person know that, look, these are the boundaries and you have to respect these boundaries. Sometimes we see people as friends and we call people friends who are actually not our friends. So you may be seeing the person as a friend, but the person doesn't see you as a friend. And so that is where some of these things happen. But in a situation where you and I know that we are in some kind of relationship and there is a clear-cut boundaries, you have to. So, for example, Precious, I am in a relationship with you. The kind of relationship I have with you is the mentor-mentee relationship. So when you find me doing things, saying things that is not going to foster our platonic relationship, it has nothing to do with our teaching and learning, and it's actually watering the grounds to drift our relationship from teaching and learning, mentor-mentee, into some level of romantic relationship. You need to bring the person's attention. You need to talk about it. If the person doesn't listen, I mean, there are steps. You get another person to talk about it if you still want the relationship. If you think the person is not respecting and is not going to change, you have a choice. You have to walk out. You need to call it quits before something else happens. I hope you get me.
Yes, please. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, please. Any other? I'm listening to you, please. I hope you will not just let me do the talking. I also want to hear from you. Victoria, you have any question or anything to share?
Not really. I do not have any questions for now.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Perez. Yes.
Yes.
Princess. Okay, Perez, go ahead.
Okay, for now, I don't have any questions for now, please.
Okay, Bridget, do you have any question? Yes, Bridget. Wendy, how are you?
Sir, please, I'm fine.
Do you have any question, please?
No, please.
All right, Deborah, any contribution?
Sir, please, no.
Okay, so I want to ask from the presentation and all that we've learned so far, the question I asked from the beginning, do you think that you can have a best friend or your best friend can be an opposite sex? And I don't know if any of us have such. Maybe you can share with us. Okay, so our time is fast spent. I have a short announcement for us. Before I do that, I want to
Sir,
take a photograph. Yes, please. Who is talking?
I
Deborah.
can't hear well.
Okay,
Sir,
you
please, I
can't
have
hear
a
what?
contribution.
Okay, Princess, go ahead. Princess, please go ahead.
My contribution is, I think there can be a platonic relationship between the opposite sex. I can't hear anything.
Princess, please check your volume. I don't know. Can you hear me?
Princess, please, I can't hear you.
You also can't hear me.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me see what I can do. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yes, sir. I can hear you. The echo
Can
is
you hear me
very
now?
loud. Yes, I can hear you.
Hello? You can hear me now?
Yes, sir. Yes, please.
Okay. Princess, please go ahead. Okay. So I have just a few announcements for us before we leave, but I want to take a photograph with you. I don't know where you are. You are in a good position. Kindly turn on your mic. Let's take a photograph before I come with the announcement quickly. Okay, thank you, Victoria. I see your face. Sorry, we didn't introduce ourselves. Victoria, where are you? Where are you joining us from?
I'm joining you from Cote d'Ivoire at the moment.
Wow, that is wonderful. Thank you so much. I believe you enjoyed the session.
Yes, please, I did.
Okay, nice having you. Please turn on your camera. Let's take a photograph, please. Deborah, you look like you are in America.
It's raining at our place.
It's raining at your place. Eh? Okay. Wendy, how are you? Yes. Oh, just keep your camera on. Just some few minutes. We are waiting for the rest. Precious, we are waiting for you. All right. Bridget.
Sir, please, my camera is black.
Okay. I understand. Thank you very much. So just a few announcements for you. Just 2 minutes, please. And it's in a video form, so I'm just sharing my screen with you for the announcement, please. Just 1 minute. Okay. To all my coaches and mentees, I want to especially welcome you to the month of March. It's been a great journey, and I'm so happy having you in my life. I want to congratulate you for all our steps we've taken so far, and I can't wait to see you in this particular month. We have a lot in stock. There's so much we are going to discuss. Remember, this is a life journey, and working together with you has been wonderful. We have a lot to come together to think on. I am going to be there always as a dependable partner you can think of. I'm going to be around serving as an accountability friend, making sure that we find solutions to every problems that comes our way together. Please remember to plan for this month. Remember to put down on paper your weekly, monthly, and daily routines. They are very important. And I tell you, our action plans are going to help us get to wherever we want to get to. So make sure you develop an action plans that can help you achieve most of your goals. Don't forget to always be in touch. And remember, distance creates error. So don't allow any distance between us. Take care of yourself and see you soon. Bye-bye. There is a popular statement which I don't subscribe to, but it's a statement that you all know about. It says, if you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book. I don't believe in that, but it's a statement that is haunting us so much. And I hope that statement is not true in your life. For us at Forget, we have decided to be reading one book in a month. And so far, so good. In January, we read The Purpose-Driven Life. In February, we read Good Health, Good Life. And this month, March, we are going to read this very book, As a Man Thinketh. To tell you the fact, this is a book that I personally believe we have to study, not only read, we have to study it. Because I tell you, this book is going to help change some things in your life and help shape your perspective. Personally, I used to believe that our system favors the people who do the bad things and punish those who do the right thing. This was a perception I used to have. But after reading this book, I've come to realize that that is not true. The people you think they are bad or maybe doing the bad thing actually might have some virtues or values that the so-called good ones do not possess. As a religious person, in our church settings, you hear sometimes people say the bad girls are rather getting the men, they are rather getting married. And the good ones and the holy ones are not getting the good men and they are not getting married. The truth is that this book has made me to understand that that statement may not be correct, because the so-called bad girls might have key values. They might have certain virtues that is working for them. Virtues such as decisiveness, effectiveness, and persistence. Meanwhile, the so-called good and holy ones might not have these values, which might be against them. Join me in the month of March and let's embark on this journey of reading one book in a month. And let's study as a man thinketh for the month of March. My name is Prosper Danafechi. I am a life coach for the young people, and this is a book reading project which we have in the Foundation for Generational Thinkers. And I invite you to join us as we read. Send me a WhatsApp on 024 6645 371 and let's begin the reading project. Thank you. Thank you so much, and that is the announcement for you, and I pray that you will be able to join us read the book this year. I hope you are doing well wherever you are, and I pray that you continue to make the development of your personal development the most important thing in your life. Thank you. I love you all, and I miss you. Looking forward to see you this Easter or in April when you come back. God bless you, and thank you so much. Bye-bye.